Good morning. Welcome to Advisory. We're going to talk about setting goals and how to create your code. So, we're going to look at those goals that you wrote down a couple days ago, and we're going to create inner and outer code, which we'll talk more about. Okay, so something that I've learned over the years is that if I don't plan how I'm going to achieve a goal, they're not going to be achieved. So, too many distractions get in the way, and my goals tend to just like slip back into the dream category, right? So if I've been following a schedule or routine long enough to form a habit, then even if I veer off track a little bit for a day or two, it's always easy to return to my routine because I can look back at all that I've already accomplished and see how that routine has helped me progress. And it helps me to remain motivated to keep going. Okay. So after you set a goal, it's important to have tools in your toolbox. So for me, a tool that I use is that day-to-day calendar, like to-do list. Okay. It's something that I accomplish a little bit each day. Like I practice playing the drums for 30 minutes a day, right? If I feel lazy one day and I'm not like feeling it and I don't do it one day, because it's a habit and it's something that's kind of built into my day, it's easy enough to go back to it. Okay. So I can allow myself to have a day or two off here and there and not beat myself up about it because I know that I'm still chipping away at that goal. Okay. So today we're going to talk about certain tools that will help you to achieve your goals. So it's one thing to know about goal setting and how it can help you, but it's entirely different to know how to stick with your goals, right? So these tools are going to help you to set your goals, to keep track of them, and help you to stay focused on what you're trying to achieve. So, for example, some people use like a handwritten diary or journal tracking for their goals and smaller daily achievements. Because again, if we're not keeping track of what we are doing, and we're focused on what we're not doing, so being able to write in a journal or day to day, or like in your phone even, to just say like I practiced my 30 minutes today, that's an achievement. Okay, so it helps people to write it down so they can keep track in that way. So that is a tool that you could use. Using your mobile phone as well for daily reminders. Okay, so maybe you schedule something into your day at the same time every day because maybe that works for you to be able to have a set time. Okay, so maybe a reminder on your phone like, oh, it's time to practice today. Okay, motivational quotes and posters around your home or on your computer, whatever that is, those are helpful. I have friends that put little post-it notes on their mirrors so that they can look at it every day and remind themselves whatever it is that they need to remind themselves, whether that's something they need to do today or even just like a reminder about, the type of person you are and the qualities that you have that are positive. Okay, those are things that it's helpful to be reminded of those things, and sometimes just posting something on your computer when you open it up, that's helpful. Okay, telling your friends and family what you're working towards so they can offer support is also important. If you have those other people in your life that are going to say, hey, did you do this today, then that allows you to have that extra motivation as well. They do say that visualization activities, including meditation and positive affirmations and mindfulness, are really helpful. I don't know if you've ever heard somebody, maybe if you play basketball or a sport and your coach says, hey, just picture yourself over and over again getting that free throw shot. If you could picture yourself doing it over and over and over again, and you become more comfortable in that space of actually attaining that thing that you want to attain, right? In that moment, that's a tool that you could use. Okay. Mindfulness. If you want to know more about mindfulness or meditation, reach out to me, your counselor. I have plenty of resources around these things. So these are tools that will help you to set your goals and to stick with your goals over time. So, with that said, I talked about creating a code. There's two parts of our code, right? We have the inner and the outer. Okay. And so the inner code, it's connected to your character, your beliefs, and values. So it's like, think about it as your emotional motivations, right? And the outer code are goals that you set that have to do with like your classes, your extracurriculars, and your personal life. So that's the difference. We have three goals. The inner goals are things that like you connect with emotionally, things that make you who you are, those values and beliefs that you have as an individual. And then the outer code are more external things, like things outside of you that you want to accomplish, classes, grades, extracurriculars, those types of things, okay? So today we're going to create your inner code. So what that means is this is the first part of our code as a whole, right? Because we're going to do the inner and the outer, but we're going to start with the inner. So these are things that you connect with as a person. Things you want to personally do in order to become better. We all have room to grow. We all have space and things that we need to be working on, right? So this is kind of the idea. What is a goal that you personally have that you want to build on? So for me, I put mine down here, humor. Like I always want to not take my life too seriously, okay? I think when you can laugh at yourself when you make mistakes, that's an important thing to be able to do so that you don't get too discouraged and you could always have that opportunity to try again. That humor is really helpful. Okay. Positivity, always looking at the bright side. I typically, if I'm around people that might be a little bit more negative, I get pulled in that direction as well. So it's just a reminder for myself to just remain positive. Look at the bright side. What are the good things in the situation that I can focus on? And productivity. So I have our value is not determined by our productivity level. Like that is something I've struggled with my whole life because I've been, I came from a household where I had to help with the finances. And when I was in college, I worked 3 jobs trying to pay my way through. And I never really had an opportunity to kind of not have something that I needed to be doing, right? So I was always thinking about the next thing and always beat myself up if I wasn't productive enough. So that's something I've been working through a lot as an adult. So it's a reminder for me that I want to have a better relationship with productivity. So these other examples here, we have be creative. So the student wants to be creative and to have a different way of thinking. So personally, that's something that will help this person become better at achieving their goal. To keep trying because nothing is impossible. So this person wants to be motivated to continue to try and doesn't want to sit down and be lazy, work until I'm tired. The other one, the inner one, this person wants to be loyal, doesn't want to talk badly about their friends, wants to be friendly, make other people happy, and adventurous, to try new things every day. So these are the inner emotional goals that we can have that ultimately will make us more likely to achieve our goals because it's about our character is a huge part of why we are successful, okay? So when you think about the inner goals, what I want you to do now is write 3 simple goals for you, who you want to be on the inside. So when we had these goals before that we wrote a couple days ago, you could look at those goals, see if any of those fit the inner code, because again, they have to be connected to your emotions and who you are as a person. You can share your mottos, your dreams, or some other character quality that you might have, okay? And each goal can be like a short sentence. Take some time. In the next lesson, we'll go over how to set your outer goals and which are the goals which are the ones that are related to your grades and hobbies and personal life. Okay. So again, take some time for the rest of this advisory to jot down 3 inner goals. Okay. Things that are about you and how you personally can improve. Okay. Thanks guys. Have a good day.